Brisbane City Council is facing backlash for standing down the Mud Army just a day after thousands of volunteers hit flood-ravaged streets to help with the clean-up. Residents are dumbfounded by the decision, arguing there's still so much work to be done.
On a street that was a hive of activity, today there was not a soul in sight. 12 hours after the Mud Army mobilised to help with the mammoth clean-up, Brisbane City Council called tools down.
We went home and saw the news, Mud Army's cancelled, and it was a ridiculous call.
15,000 volunteers told they were no longer needed, despite mountains of rubbish and ruined possessions still lining the streets.
In 10 minutes they would have done what volunteers here would have done in an hour. They were fantastic yesterday and we could have used them today.
The Lord Mayor defended the decision while announcing rates relief for flood-affected residents. He's confident council crews and the actual army can finish the job, with the number of boots on the ground expected to double.
So for anyone that's questioning whether they'll get the help they need, we will not leave anyone behind. We want to make sure everyone gets the help they need.
But it's clear there's still a long way to go. In areas the official Mud Army couldn't reach, like Goodna, they've barely scratched the surface.
We're doing free curbside pickups, but obviously there's only so much the truck can take, and you can hear the sound of the wash-ups happening as well.
Amid so much devastation, it's small gestures of kindness like this getting people through.
The hardest thing in doing what we're doing right now is actually getting them out of their properties to give them some water. Tell them to slow down, to feed them, and then they stand there and then they go back to work again.
This has really packed a punch. These floods have had a big impact on people, and it's going to take not just weeks but months for people to recover.
The Premier kicked off the Queensland Floods Appeal with a $2.1 million donation. The money will be split across 5 charities, including the Red Cross, Lifeline, St Vincent de Paul and the Salvation Army.
That's a good start, isn't it?
It's a great start.
Early estimates indicated the state's damage bill could top $1 billion. Samantha Butler for 10 News First.
And Chris Campy joins me from Fernvale in Queensland's Somerset region. Chris, there are more storms on the way for Queensland.
That's right, Barthy. Unhelpful for those people we saw cleaning up. They were predicted to come in late, and that's exactly what they're doing. A lot of parts of Queensland are seeing conditions like those behind me. Big, dark clouds from sweeping storms in big lines coming from the inland and heading towards the coast. So far, they have split the Brisbane metro area a bit, heading more towards the Sunshine and Gold Coast. But as you can see over here, this water is pumping still in the Brisbane River. That's coming straight out of Wivenhoe Dam, which is just up the road, and they're still working to tactically release that water. They've got it down to about 100% at Wivenhoe Dam tonight. They will try and get it down to about 90 off the peaks, but as you can see, that water is going to keep running. The reason they have to get it down to that level is that more storms forecast in the short period could pose problems to some of those catchment areas. Of course, there were so many suburbs affected that any rain in any of them will cause flash flooding in a hurry. The good news is these storms are at least moving very, very quickly, so they're not dropping the amount of rain we've seen in recent days, but they are expected to continue throughout the night.
Thanks, Chris. Chris Campy joining us live there. And Network 10, in conjunction with 9 and 7, is hosting a telethon to raise funds for flood victims in New South Wales and Queensland. The Australia Unites Red Cross Flood Appeal will be on 10 and 10 Play on Saturday the 12th of March at 7:30 p.m. Hope you can join us.